Kia ora, I'm Leon Wijohn, and my father's Rawiri Wijohn, and my grandparents were Atereta, Moringa and Niheta Wijohn. So we're from Pangaru and from Ngāti Manua Marae. My job, have a number of jobs. I'm a partner at Deloitte to look after their Māori sector and all our projects with Māori organisations, and involved in leading accounting and advisory in Auckland. And as well as that, I've been brought onto the board of Te Waka Pupuri Pūtea to help look after investments and basically where we're going to go with our pūtea over years to come. I think one of the main things we want to get out of the summit is to continue our discussions about the aonga whakamua. So basically, where do we want Te Rarawa to be in 100 years' time or 200 years' time? What's really important to us, to all our people, so that we're laying the platform for where we want to go, what we want to invest in, because we don't want to do things that are just going to make money. We want to do things that are actually going to achieve what our people really want us to achieve, which may be in the areas of health, education, the environment, improving our culture. So everything that we do shouldn't be just about making money. It should be like, okay, we need to make money, but what other things are we going to be able to do as well as that to help our people? And really, we need to have those discussions with everybody and make sure that what we're trying to do is going to be what everybody wants. There's some really good learnings from within New Zealand and from overseas where, take a classic example, in some organisations they will invest in their people. That means investing in their education. That means putting them into an innovation hub where they can develop their ideas and then helping them actually crystallise those ideas into businesses. And so some of those ideas need to be incorporated, and there's, getting back on what you were saying about a Te Rarawa economy, you still have to have a high quality in whatever you do, but if you've got two to choose from, then why not choose a Te Rarawa person, or why not choose a Te Rarawa owned business to do what you want, so that makes the economy go around. Now you need to actually start thinking 5, 10, 15, 20 years ahead, because if you were to look at what you need, we might not have Te Rarawa people winning those roles on their own merits right now. Maybe in a lot of cases we do, but in some cases we won't. But we don't want to be having that same argument in 10 years' time. We actually need to invest in our people so that over time, Te Rarawa people, Te Rarawa businesses are in the best position to actually be involved in the sort of mahi that we're doing and the sort of contracts that we're doing, so it creates a Te Rarawa economy. The initial chunks of money that we've got, it's quite important that they are parked up in term deposits and managed appropriately in safe ways, like with term deposits, while we actually go through this whole planning process, while we actually look at doing proper research and development and really agreeing on where we want to go, what it's going to take, doing proper business cases on the different options, and then basically then we look at touching the pūtea, rather than finding out in 12 months time, oops, it's already gone on this or gone on that. We want to park the money up and be proactive about putting in place the right plans, the right policies, the right procedures and the right controls so that it gets looked after appropriately, because although it might sound like a lot of money, it can go quite fast if you're not looking after it properly. As we work through those roles and responsibilities and the policies and procedures that go along with that, it's going to be important to get the right balance, because if you're in a governance role. You've basically got to be in charge of helping form the strategy and providing, making sure you're supporting the CEO to basically carry out what you need them to carry out. So we've got to really work on those roles and make sure that we know what our role is. Is it a governance role or is it a doing role? The PSGE, or the new Te Rarawa organisation, will have 23 trustees that are, where the mana of all the decision making will sit with them. They really appoint the directors onto the investment arm, and so it's a thing that shouldn't be taken lightly in terms of who you appoint. What are the skills of those people that you put in place? What are the values of those people? Are they aligned with where the other 23 want everybody to head? So you've got to, regardless of what policies and procedures you've got written down, which yes you have to adhere to, you've got to make sure that you've got the right people driving things, and that the relationships between those people and the trustees are really, really strong, so that everybody's moving forward with the same strategy, rather than somebody being on this organisation and taking it this way and it going in an opposite direction to what everybody else wants. Okay. An interesting thing that's sort of come out, different trustees have been around the country looking at other models that are out there, and so traditionally we have had a model where your investment arm or your corporate arm is there just to make money. And there's been quite a big divide between that operation and delivering the other aspirations of our people. And those other aspirations are in other areas like health, education, the environment, and our culture. And so one of the messages we're getting loud and clear from the different delegates from the marae is that everything we do needs to actually be done together, and we need to make sure that we're building those relationships within the trustees and the different people on the boards and our marae and our people, so that we're going together as one Te Rarawa.